The meeting at Panmunjom on the 38th parallel, which divides the two Koreas, was called for by the North Koreans and their Chinese allies. Troops from both sides were in attendance. Both maintained large garrisons there. They've done so since the Armistice was signed in 1953. Major General Lee Taek-Hee from North Korea opened the meeting, the first between the two sides for almost a year. He said that the current Team Spirit 87 exercises by combined South Korean and American forces constituted a threat to world peace and could start a nuclear war. He demanded that they be called off immediately. Lee went on to say that the maneuvers, which began in February, violated the Armistice Agreement. The exercises have been conducted every year for the past 12 and have always been announced in advance by the South Koreans. And each year since then, the North Koreans have complained. The head of the United Nations Commission, American Admiral William Pendley, Jr., said he regretted that his first meeting had not started differently from those in the past. He told his opposite numbers that they sounded like a broken record and said that the exercises were purely defensive in nature and were not intended to block dialogue between North and South Korea. Police resorted to tear gas after the students failed to disperse. The crowds responded by throwing rocks and other objects in an attempt to fight back. The battle continued for almost 3 hours before both sides decided to withdraw. The students were angry at the dismissal of 47 of their peers for alleged involvement in so-called radical activities. 130 of them spent the night on the campus and were joined by others in the morning. It's the latest series of confrontations which have left several injured since the beginning of the year. There was more violence among the opposition politicians. They made up the New Democratic Party, but all was not well as members loyal to Kim Dae-jung, the main opposition leader, sought to uphold a motion expelling a member for disloyalty. Fists were thrown as the meeting between those opposing the motion and those in favor became embroiled in a shoving match. In the end, the issue was still not resolved.